infidels!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to PATHCO, whatever episode it actually is. I can't...
Like 60.
54. I'm almost
something?
100% sure it's 54.
I think we've been saying whatever episode it is now for the last, 54 episodes by now.
Yes.
Should I post a link, or are you going to do
Yes.
that?
If you could post a link, that would be great.
Okay.
As I do the rest of the intro. Well, we find our rapscallion-like group of PATHCO adventurers in quite a pickle. We come to them whilst they are in the haunted cobbler's mill. If Thyra, would you like to go through quickly what happened in the last session more specifically?
So, as far as I can tell, right, now I'm just a woman on the ground, and, hammer in hand, beer in the other, same as any other dwarf. As far as I can tell, a demon tried to eat my brain.
A demon did yes, after coming into the mill, you were brought here by Tong and Haya, who were part of their kind of world tour of creepy shit. And Thyra found some diaries of a young person who had used to live here 200 years ago, and very wisely did not speak any of the terrible cursed words and cause things to go as bad as they could.
I've got a wisdom score of 14, and I put all of that to use.
You did indeed. And are we streaming, actually? The stream appears to be offline when I'm looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are streaming.
It shows
Refresh
offline
the
for me
page.
as well. I'll refresh page, see what happens.
Huh.
Okay,
Still
so
offline.
yes.
I'm sorry.
But
Wait. If there's a streaming problem, does it still show be offline?
Stream is offline.
That is very weird because I am
Oh,
properly streaming.
oh, no, it's here now.
Says,
It's
says
back.
live now on
Alright.
here.
Yeah, it's fine.
okay, that's great.
Oh,
Ow.
thanks.
Also very crackly.
What's
Is
that?
it? Is the sound?
Ow.
Is there
It was
something?
very, very crackly for a minute. It might be coming from you, Mon. It stopped again. It was doing it a little bit earlier. It
Yeah,
stopped
but
again.
that was really painfully bad. So, hi,
We
welcome
just
to
treat it
PATHCO.
like we treat Echo and just ignore it. Because whenever we point it out, it will go away.
Right.
So,
Wait,
after
I am actually gonna replug my mic, but don't pay attention to me because you won't be noticing it. Just go ahead.
Okay. Just a
So-
recap.
after going into the mill and being avoiding speaking any of the terrible words, Dave went to sleep in a cupboard with his treant friends and had a lovely night's sleep. Thyra less so, as she was assaulted by some kind of apparition, infecting her dreams and giving her a terrible, guilt-ridden night's sleep. Meanwhile, outside, two of the people from the Lumberjacks group that we'd met the previous session.
Meanwhile, Gore Phillip, basically.
including Gore Phillip the pig, the boar, was possessed by a creature coming out of
test. All
Yep,
right.
that's test.
Sounds okay at the moment.
Yeah. All right. That's good then.
So was possessed by another apparition coming out of the lake. Perhaps it's the same apparition coming from who knows what's the actual makeup of this is. And
I feel like you probably do.
I absolutely and
One would assume.
Then there was a ranger who had his skin torn off, and then the skeleton that he used to be hanging around have started to fight us. And also there's a celestial wolf there as well.
indeed. So
To condense all
Thyra
down.
was taken by the spirit of Thor.
Oh, and Thyra's fighting a bunch of birds.
and
Also, Thyra's finding birds. And is blinded.
okay.
Oh yeah,
So,
But aside from that, everything is fine.
the tree ants in the cupboard still.
Speaking of, can you heal blindness?
Probably.
a heal
Why
check
is the upper floor all blacked out, and the cellar as well?
because the upper floor is blacked out because the only person that's on the upper floor at the moment is Thyra, and she is blind. And the
Who
cellar is
said
and the cellar is blacked out because there's currently no players there. See,
Okay.
Oh, very sneaky. It's going to be full of zombies Walking Dead
Yeah,
style.
strictly speaking, I should be.
It's full of tongue and hair at the moment.
It's
Isn't
full
it?
of tongue and hay. Yeah.
We're
They might
doing
be zombies.
jack shit to help us.
Let's
Well,
tell them that.
So I believe the
I think
last.
we don't know they're doing jack shit because we can't see what they're doing down there.
Yeah.
Let's assume.
So, what had just happened was Gore Phillip had come crashing through the kind of window inside of the wall and kind of tossed one of the other gentlemen into the pile of shoes. And I think then we were going on to Thyra, who's next in the initiative order.
I seem to remember Gore Phillip managed to smash his way through, and I managed to completely jump out the way.
You did, yes,
You
you
did a
avoided.
sweet backflip, if memory
Yeah.
serves. Do I take any negatives to attack rolls if I'm hitting them?
You would.
I don't. Why? Because I'm attacking using my wisdom.
Yes, if you were using, because you get, because being blinded, you get negatives to your dexterity and strength, but because you're using your wisdom, you're kind of guided by the.
Oh, that won't
strength
help.
Thor.
Hand of Thor.
Hand of Thor. Misses.
Hand of Thor. As I come down. No, that will not hit, unfortunately, as the kind
That
of
is
ravens
sad.
just flap around you. Do you want to give me a quick perception check as well, Thyra, just as you're kind of beating?
Thank God
these
it's a
birds?
wisdom check. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just completely kind of, you can't really hear any of the stuff that's happening outside of this room. You just really, you've got your hands full of this kind of,
Yeah, I'm a little blinded currently.
yeah. You know you can probably like, if you can get a bit of time, you can like bandage up your eyes if you can get any of your like healer's kit stuff as well. It's not necessarily
Okay,
a,
so as soon as I kill these birds.
well, it depends on what other options you have at the time and what
As
happens.
soon as I kill these birds.
I said is certainly a thing that can happen. Okay, next up is Apollyon, but as that's happening, you kind of notice something else that is occurring at the same time, Apollyon. Can everyone give me everyone in the downstairs area give me a perception check?
All right.
Everyone apart from Thyra then.
So yeah,
All right.
I already tried and didn't do great.
Perception?
Perception.
Oh, it's the team not doing great at perception rolls club.
Oh yeah, here we
Well,
go,
I just find
boys.
it funny when everyone says it's a perception. That basically means your character sheet's not open yet. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it is now. And Mon and Haggis know what's
Yeah,
going
there
on.
we go. Shabam.
That's good, because Mon, what you've noticed, and this
I
is going to
rolled a
give you a
5.
slight bonus to what happens next, is the actual the actual wheel on the mill, and you'd noticed when you were coming in that this water was all stagnant and not moving. The wheel has actually started turning.
Oh,
The
dear.
wheel on the mill's gone round and round.
The wheel's gone round and round, and the actual
Round and round.
the millstone that basically is going through and turning.
Oh
The
shit.
millstone is actually starting
Mon's
to
the
turn
point I'm
now.
standing on.
So
Oh,
Apollyon,
good God.
you get a
And my
bonus
Celestial
because
Wolf.
and if you're Celestian Wolf and
Sparkle
Apollyon
Dog.
could
Start
make
running.
an acrobatics check.
All right.
What is the acrobatics skill of a dog?
It should say.
Uh,
Have stats.
Its dex is 15, so that's plus.
Oh,
I was going to say you get a +2 bonus for that.
Yeah, that's not gonna help, is it?
It's not going to help. If you can just roll a d20, Egg, and we'll see
Well, I've got the wolf stat is dex 15. Is that a +2?
it's +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And acrobatics is definitely a dex stat, so I'll
Yeah.
do. Mom, Sparkle Dog. That's the wrong one. Hold on, let me try that again.
How?
I keep hitting the underscore instead of There we go.
Okay. So Apollyon and
Oh,
the
bloody
wolf
hell.
actually go prone at this point, and as the wheel
fantastic.
actually spins, they're actually kind of moved around as they're on top of it. So
Oh,
they're
great.
moved around to that kind of position as kind of. You would get an attack. You would get an attack of opportunity from the skeleton, but that is prone, so it doesn't get one. The skin wraith does get an attack of opportunity. As
Fantastic.
you kind of passed on Mon, and does a Da-da-da. Oh yeah, it's got a strange thing that it does and stuff. Oh yeah,
Not a
does a 14 hit you?
Without my mage armor, yes, I'm afraid so.
Okay. Can you just take 6 damage as it kind of its claw just kind of scrapes past you as you you fall onto the mill and just kind of roundabout it around?
On half of my health.
Okay.
It's a good song. I like it.
Yeah.
That can be on
Okay.
PATHCO,
So
the album.
you're currently pro, Napoleon. It's a move action to get up, and
Great.
yes.
Okay,
The
I
millstone
am
you're on is
gonna...
currently turning as well. So.
Okay, I think that I am going to get off of the millstone as a move action. Can I do that?
Yes, you
Can
can.
I sort of roll off the millstone?
Onto your, are you trying to roll onto your feet or onto are you still staying prone?
I would say onto my feet, but that might be stretching it. I don't know.
You can try it, but it will require a acrobatics check.
All right, I'll try it then. Acrobatics. I suck.
You kind of roll and you kind of roll
Okay,
and you're still
so
prone on
Face
the floor.
Still
plant.
prone.
Okay.
Can I cast spells while prone?
You can. Yep.
All right, then as
I was
my
imagining
standard
like
action,
lying face down on the dirt, like waving his hands around.
then as my standard action, I will cast my mage armor.
Okay. This will require a concentration check on account of you kind of just falling.
Very
on your ass.
well.
Does that affect his claw thing?
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
His claw-
My claw thing still has four rounds left. So
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like a concentration.
here we go,
Oh,
23.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you can cast mage armor.
All right, fantastic. And I get the old 4 armor points.
Napoleon lands face down, and then an armored shirt appears on
Yeah,
him.
like after I've fallen down, like
Kind of get the impression he falls with his claws down, so they're stuck into
Yeah.
the wood. He's like,
it's like
That would've been
like
effective.
one of those old TL lights. It's like it like flickers on the mage armor, so like.
Okay, next up is the Skin Wraith, who kind of, after just taking a slash at Apollyon, just kind of turns around and sees Brother Glanvar behind it, and attempts to envelop Glanvar the same way it's been attempting to get people before. Okay, that misses. I don't need to ask because I rolled very lowly as it kind of just swoops over Glanvar's head. Glanvar's still very light on his feet, having dodged Gorphilip the previous turn. And that's Glanvar up now.
All right. Ooh, excuse me.
Eggers?
Sorry, something was on mute. I had to get up from my desk to with my cat.
Okay.
I'm going to try and pin this thing to the wall.
Okay,
Actually,
which thing
good
and which
idea.
wall?
The skin wraith with the whichever wall. Whichever
Dude,
wall the arrow
pin it to the
hits.
millstone.
Yeah, the millstone is the thing that's kind of...
Do not hit my sparkle dog.
Pretty sure I can't pin things to stone with arrows.
Well, pin it to the pole then. You're such a good shot anyway.
I'm gonna flurry of bows.
Okay.
Still the worst pun in the whole of PATHCO, and still by far my favourite.
And now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. oh, Napoleon.
There's no mods, is there?
Just standard right now.
I couldn't remember Dave and his guitar solo earlier.
Am I
Oh,
playing?
I think you are actually, yes. There's
Am
a
I?
plus one. There's a plus
Oh,
one.
Okay, I'll take
wow.
your word for it.
Doesn't matter. I picked roll.
Shabow.
You are, because I'm
Okay,
too
this
far
thing is
upstairs
this
to
thing is
remember to
dead.
hear.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
that's
there's
all
anything
plus
left
twos.
of this
I
thing.
think it's a shame that.
Oh yeah, like that's how like your arrows just kind of pierce through it and just kind of tear shreds into it, and you don't just like pin it to the wall. It's just it's kind of just as it's just sent all the way over here.
You see, the funny thing is that's actually missed one of the dice rolls for damage because the second attack doesn't actually have the critical mod in it. Because it's not.
True,
that
you haven't
fast.
you haven't set up the macros right.
It was pretty rough in the first place. So you've kind of not just pinned it, but like the 3 different sections to it are just kind of just split.
Slapping
Yeah.
A bunch of skin just flies over my head.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just
Referring to
it falls
skin
down
rape.
onto the ground like a tiger carpet. You know what I mean?
I'm guessing you're referring to the skin rate, not my ability to write macros as being rough.
Yes. So yeah,
Bit of
so,
both.
yeah. So it's just kind of like the eye is just kind of still like looking at Dave a little bit, but it's basically not doing very much right now.
What?
The
What's it
the skin wraith as it goes over, as you kind of cast your gaze backwards, you can kind of see, even though it's like pinned in 3 sections to the wall, the eye is still kind of following you around a little bit.
Oh. I'm
Speaking
trying to
of
ignore that.
Speaking of which, it's Dave's turn.
So we're left with the skin wraith, or the skeleton dude.
Skeleton is still there.
My sparkle dog's still going round and round.
Your sparkle dot is indeed.
I am maintaining my body performance, I
Okay.
believe. I'll carry on doing that, because honestly, what else? And get Sparkle Dog to jump upon and do what it can to finish off the skeleton, which I believe it had cast Smite Evil on.
Yep, it had. So that's going pretty well. Indeed, the Sparkle Dog is still prone, so it's going to be a move action to kind of get up from where it is.
Sparkle Dog, get up
Okay.
and move somewhere where it can reach the... Can it jump then from here to here?
Yes, but it need another acrobatics check.
And then use Thunderbolt.
Okay, Wolfie. Come on, Sparkle Dog.
That's enough to kind of get it there, but not. It kind of takes up its entire movement as it kind of just skips over the stone. It kind of just ends there. The skeleton itself is still prone because Sparkle Dog has got its leg bone in its mouth at the moment
Oh yeah.
because it pulled its leg off.
Nice.
Bite, Sparkle Dog.
Okay. And next up,
We determined it did get the bonus from my body performance, didn't we? I remember
yes,
that.
yeah, it does.
That's 1d20 plus, is it woof,
Yeah, my dog.
plus, is it 2 or 1? Plus 1. And then add 4 to whatever this roll is, because that is the plus 2 from my body performance and plus 2 from Smite Evil.
Oh, because it takes a move action for it to get up from prone, and its other move action is to get to this position, so it doesn't have an attack this turn.
Doesn't it? Oh, that's that.
Yeah, it's
Never mind
unfortunate.
then.
It's unfortunate that it kind of fell over on the mill and then kind of didn't do great on these.
I
default
cannot remember how many
attacks.
rounds this thing's been around for now. I'm going to say it's been about 3.
Nope, it's just the second round it's been in.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So, because you summoned it right on top of the millstone. Okay, so now it is the skeleton itself, and as it kind of looks from side to side, actually sees Glanvar there, and its bow has snapped because it got a critical fail there before. So it just attempts to kind of just pull out like one of the hand axes that it has, and takes a stab at Glanvar, and hits with a 23, if that hits Glanvar.
Yes.
Okay. If you could take 4 damage as this axe kind of just bites into the side of your leg. As it's on the ground. It's pretty easy to hit at this point, but it's just like going for your legs.
Damage, sorry?
4. Okay. Next up is the Cloud of Ravens. It's flapping around Thyra's head, which does 4 damage just on its turn to Thyra,
Birds!
as it kind of just going to scratch and flap around you.
Fuck I hate birds.
Okay. Next up, it's to the top of the initiative order. Can everyone also roll me a perception check, please?
Again.
Alright, just a second.
Ooh, come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Perception.
Oh, I'm blind.
Well,
you know?
to be fair, that does make sense, Thyra.
I should really put perception down as a macro, given how often we.
Yeah.
Well, it's stuff like perception
Where
and
is
reflex
my-
saves.
Oh, where's my roll? Oh, there. It's an 8.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
kidding.
Well, you
So
all want
Gla-
to talk.
Yeah.
So Glanvar and
Jesus.
Dave, you notice this just before it happens, but there's like a rustling in the pile of shoes over to the side where the body had been flung before, and just all of a sudden rising up out of it just is the body of the woodsman that had been thrown in there, but his face is all distorted. His hands are like dripping and long and claw-like as it kind of just almost hovers, almost like is clambering on the walls as it's long, not entirely dissimilar to the way that Apollion's claws currently are, as it kind of digs into the stonework of the thing. So it kind of like lets out a large laugh from its kind of distended face. Kind of just looks around, and Apollyon hasn't noticed it actually. As it rises out of the shoes, it kind of takes a step towards Apollyon, who is slightly
Do the
unaware.
shoes count as dangerous terrain?
They do not, unfortunately.
Does Amanda get an attack of opportunity?
Amanda does get an attack of opportunity. Well, has she been? She's in defense mode right now, isn't that right?
I think so. Yeah.
In which case, yes, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
All right.
Protect your husband.
Let me quickly look up the skeleton page.
Okay, just give me a quick 30 seconds. I need to take care of something while you're looking that up.
Alrighty.
So I'm assuming she's doing like a Rita the Riveter style. We can do it.
Yeah. Alright. Here we go. So here's the skeleton, and oh yeah, that's base attack +0 and strength is a +2. So
Get him.
Slash roll 1d20
Get him.
Get him!
2.
Get him!
Get him!
Get
Get him!
Nice!
Eat him.
Shabelle!
Amanda, coming in clutch.
Amanda.
Punch!
One punch!
So,
How much damage does she even do?
is that doubled or
It's
tripled?
let me check because she has a spear.
Does she get the bonuses for body performance?
Yes, she does.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Does she?
Did you just crit?
Yes, I just
Yes.
critted.
She did.
Yes, she did. That's
Bloody
your
hell.
wife.
And that's
Fuel
a
for her love.
1d8. Oh, critical is ×3, boys. Woohoo.
Oh, for the spear.
jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this
Yes.
as well.
Spears are reason are actually quite useful. The problem is they're pretty.
Oh, wait.
They're like rapiers. They're pretty
1d8.
crap against skeletons.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
7 × 3. That's
Lovely.
right. So
That's
that's
21,
21.
Okay.
Jesus
Plus
Christ.
2 from body performance.
Oh yeah, that's 23.
Does that half damage though?
No, it'll be 7 × 3 plus 2 rather than
Yeah.
7 plus 2 × 3. If you get
That
me.
would be amazing.
Okay, that's as this spear just kind of bites into this creature's side. It just kind of looks around and it's like,
And dies
kind of,
immediately.
as it just kind of like just goes up, tries to slash with its 2 claws at you can 5 footsteps, so yeah, it can do. So it kind of slashes with its 2 claws at Apollyon. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes, 21 hits me.
Okay, that's 2 21s. So if you
Fucking
could
hell.
take 3 damage
Alright.
Oh.
and then 5 damage.
8.
Oh, okay. That's. I was gonna say 2 attacks.
Yeah, this
3
is not,
damage.
this is honestly not looking too good here, guys.
Don't worry, I'll come and heal you once I'm unblinded.
Okay.
Well, you
that's-
don't know that he needs help, whereas Dave does. So
Yeah.
you hold
So-
out another.
I don't know
3
very
rounds,
much
3
right
turns.
now. I
So
haven't been
as
rolling
this-
great.
As the 2 kind of claws just slash at your face, it almost gets right up, and it's like distended features go.
Get off on that.
You think you can? And it's talking in
Necril, I would assume.
Necrol and in Common. It's like there's 2 overlapping voices when this one
Ugh.
talks,
Weird.
and it's saying, "You think you can defeat us, Necromancer? You will suffer the same fate as the last one, who thought he could match our power against us. You will fall. You will suffer a worse fate. And yeah. And gently down the stream, indeed.
Down the stream.
Okay, so it's looking pretty gnarly from that spear shot to the side. That's
it's been like really gored. Like Amanda's going death mode right here.
yeah. Speaking of gore, can you roll a reflex save for me, Glanvar?
Here's Gorefillet.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally about to say that.
I feel like you probably should have moved on your turn.
Yeah, as Gorefillet's head just kind of pops through, just through the thing, but you're able to kind of dodge out of the way.
Glanvar knows he's not going to get hit, so he's just occasionally just ducks his head down as the raging boar thing comes through the wall.
Okay, so that's that, and now we're on Thyra.
Okay, here we go. Come on, Thor's might.
Birds.
Birds! Come on, just hit it. Yes!
Nice.
That hits if you can roll damage.
I'm gonna kill you, birds. Fucking hate birds.
That actually, just as you can't actually see this, but you can kind of feel the kind of flapping kind of disperse as it kind of the body's just crunching around you as you swing your hammer, guided by Thor's like
Rage.
will, as these kind of rage as these birds just kind of litter down on the bed. You can't really see anything around you, but that was a standard action to hit, so you still also have your move action.
Okay. Do you think I remember where the stairs are?
Roll me a wisdom check.
Right, okay. Come on, Thyra. Be wise. For the first time in your life, do something wise.
She didn't read out the spell. That's still pretty wise.
True.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about what would have happened if she did.
Damn it, Thyra! She's
Actually,
falling down the stairs.
that's it. Well, what are you attempting to do?
Walk to a wall.
I'm trying to sort of run down the stairs, essentially.
Okay, so
Don't trip over Roll. He's still up
So-
there.
Who?
so you're
Roll,
leaving,
the ranger.
so
Right.
you're leaving the room, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Attempting
as you kind of step out, because you're still kind of blind at the moment. As you kind of step out through the door, you've got your Thor's presence on you as well, haven't you?
Yep. Currently, I have a lesser angelic aspect.
Okay. Do you want to roll me a perception check?
Well, not really, because they haven't been my best rolls ever, but alright. Alright.
Hey!
Oh yeah. Like through like the blood seep, you can't really see this, but as part of your angelic kind of things, you can tell that the kind of rasping, kind of sucking sound that you can kind of hear happening in this room. Like you can't see it, but you can definitely tell that.
Oh god, they've gone after Ral.
You can that's certainly a good thing to conclusion to come to. You can kind of hear like a kind of low pitched whining over kind of here, and a kind of thumping kind of wood on wood sound, and like
Experimentally, I want to try and intimidate whatever the hell that is.
okay, roll me. Well, you can hear.
Dog.
You can hear like a whining and bumping, and you can kind of hear. I'm going to give you a +2 for that actually, because of your angelic aspect. A couple of things. I rolled a 2 for them. Okay, so from here, you can kind of hear like like another horrible kind of. You recognise the sound as being the sound that some of the apparitions were making, and you can kind of like there's a whooshing of air, and you can't really. I'm moving things around, but you can't actually see any of them.
Okay, well, I'm like twirling my hammer above my head, and I'm just like, the power of Thor is in this place.
Yeah,
Except
and like
in Dwarven.
and then you just hear this gasping thing from Ral, just.
I really hope that's not a death gasp.
Roll me a heal check.
I can tell. That's amazing.
Well, we'll see.
I
Yes,
am
that's-
an amazing medic.
That's not a death gasp, but he's like sucking for air.
I'm going to say as soothingly as I can in sort of harsh, angry Dwarven, I am here and I am trying to protect you.
Oh God, it's in me! Help me! me! Help me!
Ew. I don't know if I can walk towards him. Can I?
Yeah, you can. You can get to him.
All right, I'm gonna try and walk towards him, I guess.
Yeah, that's covered by the last roll that you did.
Right. Good.
So you can tell where he is, and he's kind of just up, grasping at your kind of because you're wearing your. Are you still just wearing your usual stuff?
Yeah, I'm wearing my armor. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, oh no, and you've got your healing vest as well, right? So you've got.
Oh yeah.
So you've got like stuff on you for doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's kind of his hands kind of come up to your chest, and you can feel that his skin is really clammy. As you put like you're wearing gloves, you can't really where his flesh touches your bare arms. Like you can feel that something that he's not look. You can feel that there's something
cold.
off. He feels like cold and wrong. It's like, oh god, I can feel it. It's like it's trying to take me. Oh my god! Oh. And like, yeah, he's.
I do not have enough time for another spell, do I?
So you've made an attack. You've made a move.
Yeah.
And 3 different skill checks by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's the. Well, some of these were
okay.
passive checks, so I think we're going to have to come back to that.
Yeah, no worries.
Next turn. But Brawl is now kind of active. I'm just gonna roll because I'm just gonna roll a 17 actually, even with his negatives. That's
job,
quite
Brawl.
good. So because he can see you that you've got like your eyes are screwed. He's actually as he like is clawing up your kind of vest, your pocketed heel vest. He's actually able to in a moment of clarity just reach up and kind of just move some of the blood just out of your eyes, just smearing with his hand. It's really crude work, just some kind of clotting agents just to kind of stop the blood flow somewhat. So your kind of blinded nature is now gone. As he kind of reaches.
Oh, Thor, Christ, fuck. And my eyes just return to full-on sparking, but on the plus side, I can now see.
Yeah, you can see now that his face has started to become partially angular. He still seems to be in his right mind, but something is attempting to change his body. He is looking bad.
I'll work on that next time then. That is on the to-do list.
Yeah. As you look around behind, you can see that there's a kind of his wolf is kind of trapped behind these tables. There's like some chairs rattling. As if they're being moved by some kind of unseen force, kind of pushing the dog and like stopping it from really getting out to help Rahl. Okay, Apollyon.
Yes. Coming back to here. Okay, I am going to first of all try to save my ass and.
Oh, actually, Apollyon, I realised I forgot to do something when you got hit by those clawed attacks.
Oh,
could you
great.
could you roll me a fortitude save? Yeah.
There you go. It's not a lot.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that later.
Great.
To be fair, if Apollyon turns into a zombie, that's not really too big of a deal.
Well, yeah, I mean, the family's kind of waiting for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Be less of
anyway.
an embarrassment.
Can I... Is it a move action to pull a light healing potion out of my pocket and swing it down?
It is a move action to get it and a standard action to drink it, which...
okay. Alright,
which might provoke an attack of opportunity while you do that.
How
unless
high?
you have a handy haversack.
No, I do not.
Okay, in which case it would.
How high is the ceiling?
Pretty high.
Please don't burst the ceiling. I'm on it.
No, I
Or
was
like
trying
attack.
to
In fact,
use my
literally, yeah,
claws.
Thyro is right.
literally on it.
Okay, I am going to use a spell, cast a spell.
Okay.
Which is wait. Let me just first of all check how many level 2 spells do I have left for today. I don't believe I've cast any so far, so this should be fine. I am going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
And I assume that's a concentration roll?
It absolutely is.
Yeah. Okay, so concentration. 13.
Yep. I take it you're casting defensively, so you're not getting a attack of opportunity. on it.
Yeah, I am casting defensively. So that is gonna give me slash roll 1d10. That's fuck. That's gonna give me 6 temporary health.
Okay. These are top heavy ones as well, so these hit points are lost first.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 8 to 14. And then as a move action, I'm going to move here. So I'm still in a threatened... Does that provoke an attack of opportunity then?
That would, yes.
Alright. Then I'm not going to do that. And as... What sort of thing can I do with a move action if I'm not moving?
Trip them up.
Is that a move action?
To do what? Sorry.
To trip him? To trip him?
No. Trip's a combat attack.
Combat maneuver, innit?
Fantastic. Alright, in that case, I am going to move backwards. I know that provokes an attack of opportunity, and that's an acrobatics roll if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Acrobatics is to like avoid, if you can,
Yeah, I'm
but it
gonna
halves your move.
Here.
Okay, it
I'm
moves, so-
gonna do that. I am gonna
Yeah,
do that.
in which case you didn't need to cast defensively anyway, because you're going to get the attack of opportunity, but that's not a problem.
Alright.
It misses.
Alright, that's fantastic. So I'm
Doesn't
gonna
he
move
need to?
there.
Oh no, never mind.
No, is this the acrobatics roll?
But if it missed anyway, then it doesn't
It missed
matter.
anyway. I'd roll the dice and it's missed, so... Yeah,
Alright. So I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna shout over to... Well, actually, Amanda's still going, so I am gonna have Amanda attack again.
Okay, and the spear's got reach, hasn't it? So she can actually
it
attack.
has got reach. It's a range of 20 bloody feet. Which is
Wow.
ridiculous, to be fair.
Was that not its throwing range?
Yeah,
That must
I
be
think
its
it
throw.
might be its throwing range.
Yeah, that is its throwing range, but it's
well,
it's
to
a
be-
long weapon, so you can attack from there, I think.
Yeah, alright,
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
gonna
like a
do
10-foot
that.
range.
And so that's for the skeleton. So that's
So is that the skeleton or the clawed grave risen?
I'm gonna attack the grave risen.
Okay,
How's
Schwer,
that different from a
13.
zombie?
that does not hit, I'm afraid. As it kind of
alright.
just it's got the measure of Amanda at this point.
Alright, then I am gonna move Gilhelm
Okay.
over to wait, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to go there.
Okay.
That should be in his range because that's 20 feet, and that
Mhm.
is which he can move. And I'm gonna have him attack. So
Go for it.
Let me just scroll up and find him in my weapons list. Attack roll. BAM! That's another crit,
Wow.
boys.
That is another crit. Yep, roll the damage.
All right. I think
That feeling when
I
your
think
constructs are more useful than you.
yeah, Gilhelm's crit multiplier is 2, so that's the damage is gonna be 2, so that's 4 damage.
Oh,
Wow.
and he gets pluses from my songs. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, so that's 6 damage, I guess.
It is.
Yes.
So Dave's doing about as much
Fine.
damage as Gilhelm is
I guess so.
on Gilhelm's turn.
Yeah. Man.
That's actually yeah. Go. They're protecting their master, I
Yeah.
guess. All right.
And
All right.
what I'm also going to do is I am gonna have Ryan fly out of Amanda
Okay.
and also attack.
Okay. You'd like Ryan as a token, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would like him.
Okay.
Probably
right.
is so sick of these things attacking him.
Yeah. So now I'm sending the
He just
I'm
wants to
sending
go to
the
sleep.
goon squad.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's absolutely sending the goon squad in.
Yeah.
Let me just grab Ryan there, and I will set that up.
So just imagine like Amanda doing like the Superman, like opening the cloak, and like from between the ribs, like Ryan just flies out screaming.
At which point of Superman does he expose himself? Sorry, I must have missed that.
Like when it opens up the coat and the Superman
Yeah,
symbol.
yeah, it's like a
beneath it,
Oh,
like
I
that.
see, that
stance,
makes
like
more sense,
showing
right,
the
okay.
Superman sign. All right, and
Flash as Superman.
yeah, homunculus. All right, so I'm gonna. Alright, so that's +2, strength 8 is -1, so that's slash roll 1d20 +1. 13 also does not hit. Yeah.
Does not hit now.
Alright. Well, they're out and about now, so they can all fight that thing. And yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay. It would be the Skin Wraith. It's actually not the Skin Wraith's turn. There is, however,
Isn't the Skin Wraith dead?
the Skin Wraith is dead. At this point, you can kind of hear clattering from the cellar as up from it is a skeleton, the skeleton that you saw down there before, Apollyon. Now, this is
One
followed...
with or without the arm? Well,
remind
not the arm off one.
Oh yeah. The arm is gone, and coming after it is Heya and Tong, who are looking at it in a kind of like surprised manner. That's me moving the wrong thing there.
Leave my sparkle dog alone.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to move. As the skeleton comes up, there's a give me a perception check, Apollyon, actually, or anyone else that's down there.
Bloop, bloop, doop, 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 doop.
Meh.
23.
Yeah, you're like, this just looks like a skeleton that's kind of moving around to you, Dave. But to Apollyon, you can kind of pick up that this is not like, it's not moving like the same way that Amanda does. Like, it's almost like it's being driven by its feet, and like the rest of its upper body is just kind of like flailing around as its feet are kind of just like moving independently. So it's like those wacky flaying inflatable arms men.
Wow.
And but its feet are like going bum 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 bum, and it kind of runs straight past you, Apollyon. I don't know if you were going to use an attack of opportunity on it, but
is it like properly alive though?
Is it properly alive?
Well, is it reanimated?
You rolled a 23 actually.
Yeah. So...
you notice that it's not so much that the skeleton is alive.
The shoes
appear to be alive. As it kind of like, but it's kind of dragging the rest of the skeleton along with it, and it's kind of connected up by some kind of weird thing.
That is so weird.
So it's just kind of like the shoes just kind of like, and it's just basically just like,
man.
kind of, it's used its attack of opportunity already, as it just kind of like runs around here to kind of like help flank it for Ryan. It's just kind of like, it's not really doing very much. It's kind of flailing at the Grave Risen, and the Grave Risen just turns to it and like looks at it, actually looks down and goes, "You couldn't beat us before. You didn't think you could help these fools." And yeah.
Oh, it's
gently down the stream.
So I understand that, right? Because
you do understand that, yeah.
So
yeah.
I assume I sort of might figure out that is the cobbler, probably, or the ghost of the cobbler.
If that's what you want to kind of conclusion you want to come
the
to,
cobbler possessed his shoes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that makes sense. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What makes sense?
Well, it's a cobbler, and he's possessed his shoes to come back and literally kick ass.
Yeah.
Well, something has.
Well, yeah, true, but like, it's the cobbler.
Yeah.
That's a conclusion that you could come to, I guess. But I can neither confirm or deny at this point. Anyway, so it now moves on to Glanvar's turn.
Shoot the shoes. No, I'm kidding.
No. The shoes are
It's a
helping.
friend.
Yeah.
Also, there's like a whole bunch of stuff in the way of it.
Remind me again, is this thing an enemy?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's prone, apparently.
In case he's going to get an arrow to the face.
Okay. You a flurry of bowsing, or?
No, because I've got to keep in some mind as to how many arrows I actually have, and I don't really want to overuse that one.
All right.
So is Dave still jamming away?
Yep.
Was that a 2 and 2 or just 2 for the attack?
It's 2 for the attack roll and 2 for the damage roll. They get 3 next level? Don't know.
One
That
shot
hits,
of it.
and that's does damage. Once again, the kind of the pointed part of your arrows don't really do a huge amount, just because it's a skeleton. But that's 12 damage down to 6. Actually, as your kind of your arrow like finds it like in the kind of spinal like area, because it's had the shit kicked out of it by like the by various other things. As your kind of your arrows hits it kind of just in like the mid spine, just kind of shatters and just like it starts like turning to dust. It's the necromantic energy that's kind of putting it together just kind of starts dissipating, and just kind of left this pile of dust and like a skull kind of just flopping about on top of it.
Like clattering the teeth, like.
Clattering the teeth, yeah. Okay, now it is Dave.
Hello, it's me.
It's me. Dave.
How, like, messed up is Apollyon looking?
Pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Like, this is about as messed up as you've seen him, I think.
Yeah,
I
I
will-
think so.
Stop playing my loop, but the song will keep going because of my lingering performance feat.
Yeah.
And cast Cure Moderate Wounds on him.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, because like there's like necromantic energy sort of holding him together, like the false life spell. So
Not
yeah.
looking great, buddy.
No. So
Cure Moderate Wounds.
So those temporary hit points you got for false life as well, those increase your maximum hit points as well?
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll concentration?
At this point, no, you're kind of held far back enough to not need to do that, I don't think.
And the skin wraith died a few turns ago,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not as rattled by that as I was last round.
Yeah.
So that is 2d8 plus damage plus 1 point per caster level, so that's 2d8 plus 6.
Yeesh, that's not bad. That ain't bad.
Through my level 2 spells, no big deal. I have 17 points of health back, you
Woohoo.
bastard.
Alright, now we're
Nice.
talking. So that's
Yeah.
plus 17 plus 3, 20.
First time I've ever used that spell, just realised.
Plus 6, so that's.
You can just like click on your
31.
token and put plus 17 into the little box.
Well, I don't care.
Okay. Cool.
There we go.
So that's Dave. The
Oh, wait, Sparkle Dog.
Sparkle Dog. Yep.
Can Sparkle Dog jump, go doing, whoops, don't do that, doing, and then onto the zombie.
The millstone is still spinning, so you would need a acrobatics check to do so. But yep.
It's not been going well. No, that'd be a spell competence, wouldn't it? Never mind. Oh, Christ's sake.
I'm
My
afraid
Sparkle
not.
Dog has 4 left feet.
It kind of goes onto the millstone and just kind of like slips over and goes prone and is just kind of like spinning around on it as the millstone just spins around at the moment.
Great, wonderful.
Sorry,
That's
buddy.
dog.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
pronouns of all there is.
So that's dead. That's dead. It now rolls back around to the Grave Risen, who kind of had his beard in the side and is now surrounded by these creatures. He will attempt to cast a spell. Okay, concentration check is good.
Bloody thing has spells? Oh god.
It will receive an attack of opportunity from from Gilhelm and Ryan and Amanda.
Wow,
Yep.
like 3 attacks of opportunity. Bloody hell.
Yep.
Slash roll 1d20 plus 2. So this is Amanda. 9, that misses.
Yep.
Slash roll 1d20 plus 1. This is Ryan. That also
Yep.
misses. And here's Gilhelm. Fucking hell.
No. So as it looks around, Necromancer, see true power, and it kind of just lifts its arms up. And give me a quick arcane check, actually, Apollyon.
Alright. I bet that it's now gonna do like this super stupid spell. Like, see true power, and it's gonna fail.
It's glitter spray.
Yeah, it's fucking glitter spray.
Glitter spray's
so
a good
knowledge
spell.
arcane. Glitter spray is a fucking killer spell. You bet.
You've seen this before. This is Animate Dead.
Right.
And it kind of is looking around, and it looks over to where the stuffed animal was. And it's
here
like,
it is, bloody
here
hell.
it is, and like, but of course this has been completely crushed by Thyra, so it just kind of this really smooshed, like lying on the floor thing, just tries to lift its head up and like paws, like, and it's like,
Wait, what just happened?
You
So
hear
it's
triumphant
trying to cast
cursing from upstairs in Dwarven.
It's trying to cast Animate Dead. It's attempting to animate the stuffed animal, but
Far, I saw that coming.
So it's just kind of this really, it's kind of alive, but it's not really actually doing anything. It just kind of like goes here in a kind of pathetic manner. And just,
Wow. I'm gonna say to the thing in Necril, so much for true power, eh, you dipshit.
And it kind of looks over to the skeleton that's on a pile of dust. It's like going full, and kind of just starts gesturing over to where the it's a modified version of Animate Dead. It just kind of like looks over to where the skeleton is and like tries to bring it back, like tries to animate the skeleton. And you can kind of just notice the arcane energies kind of just swirling around it as it kind of just the skull kind of lifts up. It looks like it's attempting to reform the body, and it's just not quite doing it properly.
Okay.
Up until the point that just the skull kind of just starts floating around, and this kind of just goes.
Apollyon is gonna burst out laughing at this point.
At this point, it's kind of realised that this hasn't gone very well, and
No, not at all.
it's kind of just realised it's surrounded by people going, "We'll get you yet. We've already got one of you. It's only a matter of time." And it kind of jumps out the window with its move action.
Wow. Does that not provoke
It's already
attacks of
got the attacks of
opportunity?
opportunity. Huh?
Does that not provoke attacks of
You only get
opportunity?
one attack of opportunity per turn,
Bloody hell.
and they've already used it. Likewise, the skull just kind of goes.
It also
and kind of
goes
just
out the
like-
window.
Just goes out the window.
Wow! What a Team Rocket-like retreat. Holy shit.
Yeah, like that was supposed to be slightly tougher, but Amanda basically kicked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, upstairs you also notice that the table that was kind of chattering around and like kind of settles down, and the kind of dog, the wolf, kind of is able to get out and start just going over to Rahl and just start sniffing and kind of growl at him, is just looking kind of strange like that. Thyra. Okay,
Is it my
so
turn?
you're out of initiative. You're now we're out of initiative.
Philip. Has Philip run off as well?
Gorphilip, well, we're out of initiative order, so we'll see what occurs with Gorphilip later.
I would like to.
That means he's not attacking us anymore, though.
I would like to reach down and pet the dog with one hand, and grip Raoul by the collar of his shirt by the other, and cast Protection from Evil, communal.
Okay. I'm just going to look up what that does.
Well, it basically offers protection from evil, but to multiple people. So
Yes.
I can do it for half the time, but for twice the people.
Yes.
Sounds pretty
I'm mostly also looking up exactly what Protection from Evil does, because...
So, okay. Would you like the link?
yeah, I've got it here. It's Protection from
Okay.
Evil Mass. So this is going to... Okay, so
The
as you
crucial
kind
thing is, if he's being dominated, he does get to re-roll being dominated.
Okay.
And also the dog's protected, because I don't want to kill that dog.
Yeah, no, the dog is absolutely protected.
The dog glows.
Let's have a roll there. Okay.
I'm getting 2 new followers of Thor today.
Okay.
One of them is a dog.
One of them is a dog. As you kind of... it's not really a dominate person effect that's happening. It's almost like a a disease. This is a kind of a unique kind of thing that you've seen before. It appears to slow down what's happening to him, and it kind of like it's like his facial features that become more angular kind of settle down a bit. It's like I can still feel it. Thank you. He kind of gets to his feet, but I can still feel something.
Right.
It's like possession is a weird thing. So
I call downstairs, Ral's possessed, get the hell up here. And I yell in Dwarven.
Stop yelling in Dwarven! I mean, two of us can stand that.
Yeah, so such effects are suppressed for the duration of the spell.
Okay,
So
well that's 3 minutes.
He's still got it, but
We have 3 minutes, god damn it. Hurry the hell up.
Start the clock.
So as you're kind of going downstairs, are you heading down, Thyra?
I'm heading down with Ral in front of me.
Okay.
If he's able to move. If he's not able...
he is. He is physical protection from evil. Like he's able to kind of come down and feel what's going down there. As the room's starting to get quite packed, like you can see the kind of really pathetic looking. Like as you come down the stairs, you can see Haya and no, actually you're coming down this part here. You see the skin wraith kind of put on the pens to the wall. That's kind of stopped looking at Dave now. Haya and Tong are just stamping on what appears to be some kind of resurrected cat thing, which is now just smooshed all over the pavement.
What about the
It's
boot
like
skeleton?
It's like mashed potatoes, but a thing.
Yeah. So the skeleton is just kind of, it turns around, but it turns around by the feet, so the skeleton just kind of like flips around, like as if it's delayed.
How is it staying together?
Badly animated Gary's Mod Ragdoll.
Like
Yeah.
it's exact. This is just poorly animated. How is it staying? Well, you can tell from the perception check you made. There's some kind of like, it's the same kind of thing that keeps Amanda together is somehow working in a similar manner here.
It's the shoelaces they've magically extended and wrapped all around the skeleton.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Fantastic.
Shoelace skeleton.
Yeah, as it's kind of like hopping from one foot to the other and kind of just like it actually. Anyone who has anything they want to do, like Thyra is just coming down with Ral. Like Ral comes down, he's not looking so hot. He's looking. This is for everyone else that's kind of just seen them come down. The wolf comes down as well and just kind of is like growling and just is having a bad time because of the.
Can I assume I heard Thyra shout he's possessed. Can I roll like knowledge arcana about possession? What do I know?
Can I roll heal?
Wait. No, I take that back. I want to take my 20.
Okay.
Can I also roll knowledge arcana on possession?
You absolutely can, but Dave's got a 20, and a natural 20 on this anyway. Okay.
Oh, right. So it works as a natural 20 as in the roll. I thought 20 in general.
Oh no, I thought it was 20, and then I add just my normal.
Oh yeah,
Is
it's
I don't
basically.
think it's a natural 20. I think it's...
It's
isn't it
20
on
plus
that one?
whatever my arcana is, which is
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
plus
Yeah.
something.
So okay,
nuts.
yeah.
Plus 10.
Wow.
Oh, yeesh.
I forgot that you got. So basically, that's a 30.
Yeah.
Effectively. Yeah.
Everything about possession.
So, like, yeah, you kind of you've heard these kind of ghost stories that Aunt Tilda's been telling you before. This kind of phenomena, this whole kind of like haunting phenomena. Generally, there'll be some kind of focus point that's causing it. I mean, you can kind of like you could probably piece together that. Like in the case of what's happening with the skeleton, like the shoes are a focal point for like that particular haunting, but that is a separate one to what is the like the kind of more malign one that's attacking you. The deal with the skeleton appears to be a slightly more localized phenomenon. In terms of like possession in general, like what's happening to Ral, yeah, to kind of to solve this, it's like he's being. And because you can also recognize from what was happening to this didn't actually happen to you before. So yeah, basically you'll have because you've passed all your will checks. So yeah, like you'd kind of know that there's going to be something around here that's some kind of focal point for the haunting. There's something that's keeping whatever this spirit is kind of shackled to the material plane in a kind of like weird manner. And you kind of, in order to save Raal, you'll need to basically kind of deal with and resolve like the main, not even like the weird things that are being possessed and summoned to fight here. There's going to be something else that's kind of driving all of this.
Something on the premises which is like the spirit you're trying to take him over is linked to.
Yes. Yeah.
Does removing him from the area, does that not work?
Probably not.
Good question.
Well, I got
Actually,
a thirsty, so
Isn't
I
it?
should assume probably not is a no.
If it's like infected him, bringing him out of the area might be a very bad idea because then we might be spreading it.
Yeah,
Or
it's
it
like
might kill him.
yeah, it's like if you could maybe get him out of the woods completely, maybe.
We don't have time for that.
But
We've
you
only got
probably
3
don't have time
minutes.
for that. Like it's a
Do
good
not have
thought,
time
but
for that.
Dave
Okay,
will say,
so-
we don't have time to get him out of the forest. There's something in this building which the spirit trying to take over Raal is tethered to. We have to destroy it. Has anyone seen anything that looks like it might have some kind of spirit tied to it other than those shoes?
Can
I
I
put my
roll?
hand up
Because like
and
Because you were poking around in the basement, Polly,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Dave doesn't know that. He's saying it out loud, so Tong and Hair can chip in as well.
yeah. Right. So what?
also just before you do that, Apollyon,
Yes.
about a minute's passed since the combat, I think. Can you take 1 point of Constitution damage, please?
Ooh.
As
Oh dear, not this again.
as kind of basically just feels like your blood is like kind of just burning and coagulating in you, and just the scrapes where the grave risen had like clawed at you just like feel like they're on fire.
All right, that's poison.
Someone's having a bad day.
Can I roll? Well, actually, can I roll perception to see if I know that it's poison, or is it pretty?
It would be a heal check.
All right. Heal. Ow! Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah, okay,
There we
that's a
go.
crit. So
I
okay, fair
happen to
enough.
know exactly how to treat it.
Yeah, you do actually. It's blood poisoning. It's just from the kind of grave, like just the whole like necrotic kind of just goo that's just on the
Ugh.
grave risen's claws. It's just kind of infected.
Disgusting.
Infected. Yeah, it is. And yeah, you do kind of know how to clean it up though. With a natural 20, yeah, like that's enough to actually you're able to just get. You've seen this kind of thing before as
Yeah.
well, like being around necromancers. It's a fairly for the members of your family that are still alive. It's a common kind of thing to avoid.
Yeah.
So you're actually able to kind of just kind of clean off the wound and just kind of.
So
just kind of do
Apollyon
that.
takes his arm, because I assume it's somewhere on his arm. He
Yeah.
puts his lips to it and sucks it out, and just
Yeah.
spits
Yeah.
this goo onto the floor.
He does.
Yeah.
Did you say he does?
He's sucking out the poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've still taken 1 point of Constitution damage, but you're not going to take any further damage. You think you've stopped it.
I'm not going to do a Sigmund.
Good.
He's not going to do a Sigmund, no.
Yeah. Bloody
Okay.
hell, that was a thing. All right.
Yeah.
Can I roll? Can I roll perception to see what I have sensed in the cellar, in the sense of like magical energies, to sort of can I like try to tap into that drawing feeling
Can
I
I
felt?
assist
Can
him
I
with the
also
detect
say...
magic?
Sorry, you, Cathara?
Can I assist Apollyon with a detect magic spell?
I can also detect magic, but I swear I did that before, and like the whole everything was just a bit.
Yeah, before
It was
everything
fuzzy.
was a bit. Yeah, but that's before like all the phenomena kind of kicked off, so you might get a different kind of.
Well, can I say to Tong and Haya, well, you seem to know something about this place. Would you know what kind of evil spirit thing would have happened here?
Well, Thyra's read the kind of the diary. Right?
Yeah, I was trying to say, one of the things in the letter was the dad was spending tons of time in the cellar. I'm now out of the angelic aspect, which means I'm not speaking Dwarven anymore, for the record.
Okay.
Oh, is that why you were only speaking Dwarven?
Yeah, I'm closer
So
to
you're
my
just-
god like that.
Being obnoxious. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, no,
Oh,
more than
that's
usual.
also true.
Take
yeah.
it back.
Okay, like Tong and Haya kind of nod. It's like it's kind of weird down there. There's like there's a kind of like a cave in the back of it. Like there's a bunch of water.
Well, let's go have a look.
Time to go investigate a creepy cave.
Yeah, I'm not going on my own. Come on.
Ral, do you want to come with us, or do you want to stay with Tong and Haya?
I think that maybe someone
can
should
move
take
faster
care of
without him.
Raul, because is he up on his feet, Raul? Or...
He is right now. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Protection from evil him, so he's got about like 2 minutes probably. So what I'm saying is we should start running.
In that case, let's not waste any time.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna just go
parkour.
upstairs and go down.
Yep.
I will follow.
Okay.
So
So
try
just
and leap the banister. I'm really trying to rush.
okay.
Yeah,
So in
and-
terms, I'm going to open up the cellar again. So in terms of like
I leap the banister.
okay. In terms of the letter that do you recall much of what was said there?
I remember the girl said that her father had been spending a lot of time in the cellar recently, and also that there was a hag involved.
Yeah, there was also kind of reference made to him buying like a big iron coffin.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he
Hmm.
must have been
Alright.
building a TARDIS.
Can I roll?
So if you want to move yourself down into the cellar, like
yeah,
the stairs
I'll
are here.
roll.
And one of the things that I will, as the tree ant kind of just pokes its head out and kind of just starts grabbing onto your legs, Dave, and is also kind of heading down towards the cellar.
Yeah.
What
Can
tree
I
ants?
make Ryan retreat back into Amanda?
You absolutely can.
I don't have time to fuss over the tree ants. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
let
Well,
it come with.
actually, it's kind of keen to go down there. Actually.
Ew, really?
Okay.
Triumph, of course, love cellars.
Hmm.
It's a little known fact about them.
Right. Can
Ooh,
I,
there it goes.
as Apollyon, sort of like
Crowd down
Thyra's
here.
been telling us about what she'd read in the letters, right? Like what you've just been reciting. Like I'm assuming that Thyra's told that.
Yeah. I've told
Dave doesn't
you.
know that.
I've said
He was
I
asleep.
read this. I read
Oh
this
no,
weird.
yeah, you did, didn't you? Sorry.
Me and Glamvar found these weird papers. I read them out, taking care not to read the creepy, ominous demon summoning text because I'm
Alright,
not an
so
idiot.
in that case, I am going to say, like, I'm gonna put my CSI Miami glasses on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, alright, here's what I think happened. So we have this hag, we have this very bad situation. This father doesn't seem to be able to satisfy the hag's demands anymore. Goes back to her, kills her, whether accidentally or not, I'm not sure. However, then he learns that the body of the hag, that there is some sort of curse on it, and in order to
So he
prevent
uses
it,
the
I
iron
think
coffin
that
to
he-
try and seal it.
yeah, to try and seal it. So that's what I'm
So
thinking
the
right
coffin
now.
would be the
So
thing which
yeah,
the
I
spirit's
would
bound
assume
to.
that the coffin with the body of the hag in it would
Does anyone
be
have
the
heat metal?
focus point.
I have sun metal, but it's on my hammer, and it's my last use of it, and I don't really
Well,
want to use
let's
it.
just see what we can find.
So are you saying that out loud, Apollyon?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that was
definitely
a
saying
discussion.
That. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I
putting
can't
that
swim,
forward to the
for the
group.
record. How
So-
deep is the water?
Do you want to go over to it and see?
I like poke it with my foot.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of things happen at this point.
Oh, great.
So you get to
It's
see a
been
bit.
an honor
To look
playing
a lot
Thyra with you
like
guys, gentlemen.
fishmen.
So hang on, let's do like.
If we get fucking eaten by a reed giant, I'm gonna be so pissed off with you.
I don't think
Actually.
a regen would fit down here.
So you can poke down, and it's like
What
you
the
can
hell is that?
So you
I
can
don't
kind of
know.
tell
On the
that.
skeleton.
So you can kind of. So I'm going to go for what Thyra's doing because it's happening more or less concurrently with what's happening regarding Apollyon. So
Yeah.
Asai, as you kind of like dip your kind of your foot or your kind of pole in there, you can tell it's kind of. No, it's not that deep. It
It's
would probably
not
be
that
up to
deep.
kind of like your thighs, but it's probably going to be getting a little bit deeper. This looks like part of the river is just kind of flooded down here. It's broken kind of the banks of the water in this kind of underground natural tunnel. You can also notice that there's this metal statue that looks very much like a kind of young man, just kind of like.
You said young man?
Yeah,
Nothing need to feel down.
no, I said young man. Put your.
You're
feet
in a cave
on the ground.
underground. I
Oh,
said
nice.
young man.
So yeah, basically, and you can kind of they kind of look kind of scared, but it's like a metal statue of a young boy. Meanwhile,
Wait, you said it was a boy. Doesn't look anything like the boy that I saw in my dream, does it?
no,
Okay, just checking.
good catch, but no, not this one. So in terms of so you can kind of see this, and Apollyon, as you're talking with your CSI glasses on, the skeleton which has kind of come down has just kind of is kind of like jumping up and down on one foot. You can see it's the kind of the shoes at this point, and it's kind of like nudging into you, like the skeleton, like the shoes are kind of like just this kind of like it's almost like he's trying to like nudge you with the shoes.
Okay. Alright, so I am gonna look at the skeleton. Apollion's gonna say in a sarcastic tone, but also seemingly relieved that the skeleton seems to be trying to help us. Say, alright, lassie, lead us to the well where little Timmy fell down. Come on.
Okay, at this point, the kind of skeleton,
Dude.
the skeleton that's kind of like it's having been moved around. It's like the shoelaces are coming a bit untied and frayed, and like it's kind of like just kind of crumble, like just like falls down, and like the very foot bones that are in the bottom of it is kind of ejected out, and you just see these kind of shoes just sitting on the floor, like just open in front of you, Apollyon.
Alright. Ah, I see. Alright, so I take off my boots. I hand them to Amanda, who stores them inside of her ribcage.
Yeah.
Ryan sits in one.
Yeah, Ryan sits in one. And
He
I am
pretends he's in
gonna
a
step
race car.
into the shoes, and I'm gonna say, lead the way.
Okay, so as you kind of put your feet into these shoes, they kind of change shape almost. They're really nice shoes. You know, they're pretty comfortable. But as they kind of almost like tie themselves around your feet, you're just hit with like a wave of images at this point. It's a man and his wife. They're obviously like very much in love. She's kind of they're both kind of semi-gothy looking, and like you can recognize the
I see them shopping at Ye Olde Hot Topic.
Ye Old Hot Topic, yeah, and they're laughing, and you know, you get images of the man like repairing shoes and things like that, and then
He's still laughing.
the lady gets
It's
ill.
like a weird like sitcom intro.
The lady gets ill. He's still laughing.
Still laughing, and he's they move to the house, and she's lying in the bed down here,
Still laughing.
still laughing. Oh yeah, and then she's getting iller and iller and iller, and he's laughing quite maniacally at this point. And basically, you can get an image of like an iron coffin, like in water, and like him scribbling furiously at these notes. And then the images come quicker and quicker and quicker. You like him writing things, him trying to cut a deal. The spirit of, you kind of just know the spirit of the wife. Something happens, like these creatures, these apparitions, really quick, and it's
Laughing.
like flat and laughing, and then you just hear this voice. It's like, hello,
Hello.
could you hear me?
Hello. It's me. I was just, calling to find out why we're attacked by undead.
Oh, well, you see, I suppose I should introduce myself. My name's Baron Helm Stoat. I'm a cobbler and a necromancer. Well, I used to be. And now I'm a pair of shoes.
You get these really weird things in your menagerie, Mon.
So,
Really
Apollion's gonna say enlightening. So we've been having a bit of undead trouble. Any idea what that's about?
It's
Is he not talking in his head, or are you talking out loud?
Barry is talking to him in his head. Apollyon is speaking out loud.
I would have
It
figured.
was-
Yeah.
If
Side-eyeing.
Thyra had room to edge away slightly, she probably would.
So yeah, I thought I was just trying to save my wife. We had. I heard about this this place about the Millers, how they'd killed the hag and tried to lock her spirit away, but it didn't work. The water got in, the plants got in. It all links to the forest. She was able to get out. I thought I could cut a deal, but it didn't work. She's keeping my wife, my Patricia, her spirit, locked together. You've got to save her, please.
Okay. I can't.
What's happening?
I think
We
Apollo's
can't hear
possessed.
any of this.
You think he's possessed, but like in a good way, maybe.
It doesn't feel like you're being controlled. Like, now that you're kind of, it doesn't even like you can feel like a little bit of pull from the shoes in the sense that they're you don't need to worry about it. They're like running you around randomly. Put it that way. Like you've got slightly more kind of will than a dead skeleton, which was presumably his own body previously. You see what I mean? But he's talking to you.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like. Do I have my normal vision back? So can I see the party around me again? And do I just hear Barry? Or
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You just kind of hear him in your
All
head.
right. Well, in that case, I am gonna say to the party, all right, everyone, meet Barry, and I'm gonna point at the shoes.
Hi, Barry.
What?
Look, it's pretty obvious there's a dead man in his shoes.
I guess so.
And I'm going to say, Barry here is the cobbler who used to live in this mill and did a little boo-boo. And thanks to that, we are now dealing with the spirit of a hag who is controlling the wildlife and shit around here using the water and the plants. And as I suspected, she seems to be locked up in an iron coffin somewhere in that watery area.
I didn't just. It wasn't me that created her. I mean, I might have helped her a little bit accidentally, but it was the Millers in the first place. They're the ones that killed her in the first place. She's got such a spirit of rage for being murdered.
Who started it, Barry? I only care about ending it.
What's this? And I sort of use my warhammer to poke the statue.
Oh, that's one of the Miller's kids. As far as I could figure, the father he got possessed originally by a spirit. They wanted to get the mill to work again, so he started sacrificing his kids so the hag would help him. She's big on ironic punishments. You can see he kind of like. You can feel like he's gesturing towards the shoes somehow.
One of the tongue of the shoe just like rolls out.
Yeah. So because she was locked up in the coffin, she locked the kids up in a prison of iron themselves. Give me a quick perception check, actually, at this point, Dave.
I can
Oh,
indeed
thank
do
God
that
I
thing.
do not have to do that again.
I don't think I've got a feeling in my gut like it's going to go badly, but we'll see. No, I was completely wrong.
Ignore your gut feeling.
I will. That's almost a nat 20. Golly.
Yeah, you can actually see the tree ant has just kind of come past you and kind of like dipped one of a foot in the water. And it's just kind of like just sitting there, like playing with its feet in the water, just kind of smiling.
Huh. That's kind of cute.
Are you okay there, pal?
I pet the little tree ant's head as I wander past a little closer to the statue, trying to avoid any deep bits, to be honest.
Okay, do you wanna? I think we should be fine now. So you want to go to? Oh, sorry. Yep, move yourself.
Like there.
Yep. So at this point, I think you can. It's quite dark down. You've got dark vision, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
Okay, so you can probably make out like.
No, as dwarves aren't very good with tunnels, actually. It's a stereotype.
Yeah,
it's a harmful stereotype.
Common misbelief.
What the hell is that?
More statues.
Okay, guys, I found the. Is that the coffin in the bottom right?
Yeah, you could figure that's probably what it's like.
Guys, I found the evil death coffin.
So what do we do with it? Do we like open it, or is that the exact opposite of what we should do?
Kill the coffin.
Barry's
Yes.
like, if you could, she's tapped into this natural supply of energy. If you can get her out of the water, if you could separate her, you could probably just destroy it. But it's I don't know what it is. There's some kind of like link.
Okay,
I've
so
gotta be
we
honest.
left our
Also,
strong
you
guy
can't
behind.
hear Barry behind.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I can. But I am sort of relaying this information.
But in a really
All right.
sarcastic, disinterested
Yeah.
tone.
Alright, so as Barry here is so kind to inform us, we should probably be trying to move the coffin of the hag away from the water as...
Does it have to be the whole coffin, or just the
as
body?
well, just the body I would assume.
Can we...
But then again, it's the coffin which is possessed, we think,
Yeah.
which is tying the spirit there. So
Assumedly. So what
Oh,
we
we need
might
to
want to
move
try
this.
and do is sort of make sure that the hag doesn't have any contact with the water and the nature of this place anymore, because that seems to be how she's channeling her energy.
well, let's get that coffin
I
out of
would
the
like
water
to
and onto
cast
land.
detect magic onto the water.
Onto the water.
Yeah.
The water, it's just kind of got a general low level, like in general these woods, there's like a low level of this kind of stuff. There's quite a lot around the statues themselves.
Yeah, I was just about to.
Well, that's
make a
probably
check
just
on the
leaking off.
statues,
Yeah.
Also, how much time is left on the protection from evil?
Probably like a minute. We do not have a lot of time to do this.
Well, we need to
Um,
quick drag it onto land.
All right, I'm just gonna run up and try and.
What would help with like strength checks? Would inspire competence do that?
Sure, yeah,
Is that a yes?
yes, that's a yes. Yeah, sorry.
Glanvar, come
I can
me,
help,
Paul,
but
you lazy
not
bastard.
like with my arms. Someone else go do the thing. Go on.
So you
Oh.
kind of you're just kind of winding through all of the statues, right? Thyra?
Yeah, I'm running like in as straight a path as I can.
Okay. You kind of like each of them is kind of transfixed in a certain kind of position, and yeah, you kind of
They're
go
all
past
defamed.
their fingers and are kind of like just splayed out. Do you want to give me a quick perception check, actually, there, Thyra?
Oh boy, I'm going to get turned into a statue now.
Let's bloody hope not.
Do I think that these statues are like still alive somehow? That they
That's a
could be
19
turned
for
back?
record.
You don't think so? Although
There's still like background radiation magic all around them.
That might be as a leftover of what happened to them in the first place, though.
It was probably pretty powerful mage, yeah.
Or one would assume.
Can we move this, please?
Okay,
Look-
so
Yeah.
so you kind of notice of a 19, like you're pretty sure, like it was probably just a trick of a light. Like,
What was?
you know,
I swear one of them
made-
just moved.
like you're fairly certain it's not though. Like it's probably just a trick of a light.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna try and move this coffin because
No one else gonna help her. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
gonna help. And I'm
You
Okay.
gonna,
guys are lazy sons of guns. Can we get
Yeah, I'm
Amanda
gonna
in
help.
as well?
I'm gonna help
Wait, that's all
have
right, okay.
Amanda and help as well.
Okay,
Nice.
so as you're moving through, I think this is the last kind of minute of the protection of evil as well. As you're kind of, do you want to give me a strength check? Are you trying to pull it or are you trying to open it?
Pull it.
Pull it.
Pull it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone
mean-
give me a strength check?
Take your +2s, you bastards.
With our powers combined,
Alright, yeah.
we are probably not very good at this.
Slash roll
Yes!
1d20 plus 1.
That's pretty good. So, like,
Mon made it worse.
No, hang on, that's a
Sorry.
plus. That's +2.
There's a strength
yeah,
check.
that is the +2. That is my +2. I have
Oh.
a -1.
Right. I was surprised that Apollyon was apparently as strong as Thyra.
okay, so yeah, you're actually able to shift it a little bit as you kind of pull back slightly. The
Eggers,
entire.
did you add the +2?
Oh,
Well,
that's a 20.
okay,
then.
so it's a 20, a 22, and a 2. Or like a
Which
1,
is
I guess.
also a crit fail.
Good job, Mon. Really helpful.
Maybe
One actually makes
man.
drops it on his
job.
toe.
Thrilled by that.
One actually just makes it harder for us all.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
you're,
bangs
you're,
the
you're,
cap
He's
That
pushing.
always the way.
you are able to kind of. So is everyone kind of down there at this point?
think-
I think so. Yeah. I should move myself.
I've
Yeah.
waded into the water so that they're close enough to hear the song, but I'll probably sort of back up
Oh
a
yeah,
little
actually,
bit.
I should roll 1d20 plus 4. So that's Amanda there.
Oh, nice. Good work, Amanda. As always, the most competent member of the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old Amanda.
You also kind of there's a couple of things as well at this point. Let me just look something up for you, Mon,
Yeah.
because Barry is gonna like speak to you slightly and just let you know that he is also willing to help.
All right.
I'm just going to send you a link to something there.
Alright.
And in terms of the rest of you, as you're kind of pulling it along, you actually hear a crash and a just roaring, whinnying sound as just a huge splintering kind of which you assume to be Gore Philip just kind of just roars through as you can feel this kind of like pulsing kind of energy almost come out from the coffin, and just kind of like you can hear this like desperate cry the floor above you as Gore Philip is just kind of pouring and kind of just you can almost see like the snout of his head just kind of poking through a hole in the
I start praying to Thor as I pull this this coffin along.
Okay.
I will play a little bit louder.
I will start to swear profusely.
Okay.
Any particular languages or just all of them?
As many languages as I know.
a mixture between what is like Elvish a language? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not sure.
No, they just
It's
speak
just-
halfling
yeah.
like everyone else.
It's just this
Okay.
weird blend of Elvish, Necril, and Common.
Okay. So
What
do
are
you want
the Red Ain't Our Color guys doing right now, by the way?
the what? Sorry.
The Red Ain't Our Color
They're
guys?
just kind of watching.
Yeah.
Why aren't you helping Paul?
Can you not play Inspire Competence as well?
I don't. Does it not stack?
It
I
doesn't-
don't know.
Like,
Okay.
you know that Tong has like a walking stick and he just kind of gestures to that and goes, eh.
Fair
Fuck
enough.
you, Dong.
Okay, do you want to make another kind of strength check at this point?
Evo. Ah,
Okay. Does someone else want to make one as well?
No, but well, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I am also going to slash roll 1d20 plus 1. Then wait, shit. Slash roll 1d20 plus
Don't forget
1.
Amanda.
That's a 13, and then slash roll 1d20 plus 4. That's Amanda. Oh yeah!
Oh, nice.
Amanda had
Amanda's
it
just-
again.
just-
why is
Amanda's just kind of like
single-handedly lifts the coffin.
Yeah, just kind of like lifts that up on her back. In terms of, have you read that link I gave you, Mon?
Yes, I have.
Because whilst this is also happening, I think Barry's gonna want to help.
I am gonna say, take it away, Barry. And
So
sorry,
go ahead.
1d4. So that's 3. So that's 3 of those.
Yeah, so you can kind of from Barry will say to you, Mon, it's like, oh, yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to do this, but I can send out, like, it's not just necessarily me in here, you know. When I was doing the necromancy, there was quite a few, creatures I'd helped to try and power. I can send out bits of me and bits of them. So let me just. And you kind of like, you can feel this kind of like pressure kind of coming out from the shoes, and also helping Amanda kind of lift the coffin as Amanda's just hench as anything, just lifting it almost on her back, as these like unseen servants are kind of just lifting it up from the rear as well. As you can kind of start getting the above you can kind of hear the mad kind of scramble as Gore Phillip is just tearing up to the tearing at the floorboards. You can kind of like just hear it's like as you can kind of get it about up to here. You've definitely also kind of noticed at this point. Can you move yourselves to where you would probably be?
Oh yeah, back out the way.
Yes,
and
I will do that.
Move, Torg!
make sure you stay out the way, Triant.
You can, and you've definitely kind of like noticed that
Glanvar, move yourself.
the heads of these creatures are kind of following you as you're kind of pulling it out now, and you're definitely feeling like a frantic kind of pulse, as if the hag is trying to protect herself.
He's panicking because we're getting her away.
At which point, you hear just a splintering as like Gore Phillip just kind of tears
Bloody
through.
hell.
I just counts down. If everyone could roll for initiative, please.
Well, we did not need that.
Bad.
Christ!
was a
Oh no, my
terrible
Triant's in the way, baby Triant.
9. Fucking.
I've forgotten where the initiative button is in my panic. It's probably for the best, having looked at my roll.
You got a wall.
Damn it, Thyra.
Okay, let me roll for Gore. Well, Gore Phillip doesn't roll as well this time, so that's always a bonus.
He comes down the stairs and lands on his face.
I think you have to like manually update your own.
Yeah. If you could do that, that would be great.
Oh, okay.
Does the Triant have to roll?
The Treant will go on your turn. I think it's going to be easiest.
Okay.
Right, initiative. Miles away.
God damn it! I shouldn't have wasted that control animal scroll.
This
can
would probably
speak
be
to
an undead
plants.
at this point.
Or give him the ability to speak.
Maybe later.
12. Apollyon gets a 9. Oh, that's not hugely great. Glanvar gets a 16. Oh, you have all updated. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Glanvar, you're up first.
Right at the back. Probably for the best.
What's your initiative bonus, actually, Dave?
Me?
Yeah.
My dex is plus 3, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. And
You should probably get back.
Me.
Probably.
Well, there's not an awful
just
lot of
saying.
space down here.
Okay.
Right, I've put some fitting music on.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay. I will shoot an arrow straight at Gore Phillip.
Okay.
To his friends, he's called Gorefil.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna stay back here, to be honest.
That's reasonable. Can you try and push it as well? Does he have?
Yeah, I was gonna say keep the coffin moving if you
Because
can.
presumably
I
this is
can
like a
either
payload match.
I can either shoot the bow or I can push. I can't do both.
Is pushing not a movement action?
Pushing would be a standard.
Would it?
I am gonna contribute for a second that Heya doesn't seem to have a turn order unless you're doing them on the same turn.
I'm doing it on the same turn, just to...
Alright, that's good, that's good.
Agthio.
Yes.
Does pushing shit count as a move action?
One with assume.
It's realistically pushing stuff is a standard action. If you want to use a move action to do it as like a bit of a kick, I'll allow it, but the rolls will be more difficult.
Oh, it does say move a heavy object is part of a move action. Sorry. Oh, wait, I'm on 3.5.
Yeah,
Hang
no,
on.
that's fine. All right. No, yeah, I'll allow it, but
In my mind, there's no way I could push. I could loose an arrow and then start pushing.
it's more. This is more like kicking. This is more like kicking it. If you wanted to do that, like if
I'll just stub my toe.
Well, if Glanvor, if you want to like describe how you would be doing it, I would probably allow it. If you don't think it's a feasible thing that you could do, then that's
a feasible thing I could do.
it's quite heavy. But if you can figure out a way that you think that it would work, then I'll allow it. As with many things. Okay. Likewise, Thyra, if you can kind of figure out how feasibly this would be working, I'll let you make some rolls.
Nice.
Okay. So that was Glanvar missing, unfortunately, as the arrow kind of flies and thus kind of goes up through the gap in the ceiling now. Ral is kind of he's in the bed, like he's looking pretty bad. He doesn't look like he's going to be much help in this. But we'll see how other things pan out. Okay, then that is now Gore-Philip, who will see what he is going to do. He can see Dave in front of him, right in front of him.
Uh-oh.
So he's going to kind of
Yikes.
just move forward and then just kind of trying to gore you with his tusks. Okay.
It's like his name!
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, that is
Yeah,
10
I
on my
wonder.
AC.
Okay, can you take 17 points of damage, please?
Yep.
Shit.
Rip. Oh boy.
It's okay, I've got potions. Ow, that did hurt though. That was more than half my health that I had at that moment in time.
Like the treant just is kind of like, ah! It's kind of like just kind of cries out as it sees you get hurt. It's like tears of sap just kind of rolling down.
That's
Okay.
okay, buddy.
Dave, now it's your turn.
This hurts. I hurt. Ow. I am going to... Hold on. How deep is the water again? Like where the
to your-
coffin
up to
currently
your
is?
thighs,
front of
I
face.
Trying to think.
How does
What does cold
disengaging
iron
work in
do?
this?
What's special about cold iron?
I think that's demons or devils.
Which ones? I think they've got the same strength, haven't they? I will attempt to summon an elemental, small elemental, but I don't know what kind at this moment in time.
Fire.
It's effective
Just
against-
fire.
Huh?
It's effective against demon and fey creatures, for the record.
I think this is either of those.
So you're actually...
Hi, dog.
You would have to
Hi, dog.
attempt to cast defensively if you wanted to not provoke an attack of opportunity from Gore-Philip.
So I can use my Belt of Tumbling to get away and then cast it?
Absolutely.
Okay, I will do Belt of Tumbling. I
We'll
can't
be
do that
back
again.
in 5 seconds, just shutting the dog up.
Okay.
So you get to move half your movement, which is however many squares that is.
And what does Belt of Tumbling do again? Does that mean, like, does it give me a bonus to the acrobatics check, or does it bypass it?
It gives you a bonus to the acrobatics check. So I'm just going to move this to the...
You'll have to remind me what it is. 'Cause...
Okay, so if you first of all roll an acrobatics check, feel free to use any bonuses that you have available to you.
I was playing Inspire Competence, which is +2. I've got lingering performance, so would I get the bonuses from that?
Yes, but only for the next turn. And did you get what kind of bonus do you get from? Is it a competence bonus?
I assume it's competence bonus since it's
Okay,
called Inspire Competence.
the belt of tumbling gives you a competence bonus as well, so those don't stack.
Okay.
But belt of tumbling gives you a +4.
Okay. Well, I
So
don't
yeah,
need it. But...
that's enough. Yeah.
Oh, I can move. Okay, move up to here. I'll jump onto the table.
Okay.
And then attempt to summon. What's the range of I don't know what the range of the spell is, but I think we established it was quite a way to put an earth elemental, small one, behind the coffin, like next to Glanvar.
Okay, cool. I'm just moving because I realised I didn't have Gorphilip in the right position because he was on a diagonal, so I've actually moved him to where he is at this point. Now you are actually away from him. Yeah, okay, yep, you can make an earth elemental there.
Do I need to roll concentration? I would assume so.
Yeah, make a roll of concentration.
I just got gored.
Gorphilip.
No. Nice.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, here I am.
Tearing through my level 2s. I've only got like 1 or 2 left, I think.
Okay, so you want a stone elemental. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it just seemed like the best option currently.
Okay. I will. I've got one of these. A water elemental will have to do.
That's fine, I can imagine.
And there you go.
And it doesn't take any actions until my next turn, does it?
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Also,
Oh, there's a treant.
the Treant. Yeah.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Get out of the way.
Do you want to make a a diplomacy check?
I will weave it into my song. Since
Okay.
or I guess I'm not playing anymore, but whatever. I'm going to use my perform whenever I can. Art skills. That's 32.
Okay. Yeah. So it kind of just hops. It's going to make a roll. So it kind of it just kind of avoids the beast as it will just tumble away and come up next to you. Okay. Now it is Thyra.
Okay, here we go. So I have to use a concentration check to use a spell, right? Would I have to?
The ball did just crash through the ceiling. I'm just saying.
I'm just looking at a couple of other things as well. Yes, you would need a concentration check.
Okay. I minimized my spell section and now can't remember where it is. I'm really competent. Ah, found it. Okay. That was dumb.
that's
Does
fine.
your... Okay, cool. So, I sort of raise my symbol of Thor in the air, go, and then aim it directly at Gorphilip's face, just with a burst of radiance.
Is that a light-based spell?
It is.
Okay.
Alright, that's a problem.
Can't tell if
Why?
the DM giggled.
Yeah,
So,
giggling DM.
So roll. That's fair enough. Roll the damage.
Okay, so he needs to roll a reflex save.
Okay, Gorphilip can indeed do this. He gets a. What's the target number here?
I do not know, actually.
I get a 22.
I'm gonna
gonna
take a
succeed.
guess and say that succeeds.
Okay.
So, it's a second level spell, so that'd only be a 14. Yeah. So he is now dazzled for 1 round, which means that he is unable to see well. So he takes a -1 on attack rolls and perception checks based on
Okay.
sight.
But he doesn't take any. Does he take any damage from that?
Is he an evil creature?
Yes.
He takes 64 damage.
Okay.
Oh my god. What?
I am a cleric, and these are the only things I can fight well.
Oh, 64.
yeah, I was
64.
thinking,
I was like,
bloody-
whoa!
So what was the
still
name of
nuts.
this? What was the name of this spell again?
Burst of Radiance. I can send you the thing if you'd like.
That's 15 damage. Bloody hell.
Well, it might.
Christ.
Because I think I remember actually. Whether they. Oh yeah. So.
Yeah. Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, so yeah, they absolutely take that because it's an evil creature. So it doesn't matter if it's taken reflex save or not, and it's dazzled for 1d4 rounds. Okay, great. It takes 15 damage. Yeah, Gorphilip is dazzled as these bright lights kind of just get him. He also seems this bright light just kind of as this beam of light just kind of focuses into his head. You've seen people be dazzled by this spell before. Not even creatures be dazzled by this. Sometimes they get scared. Sometimes they get confused. Gorphilip, even when he's dazzled and shaking his head around, he appears to be like. Okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Berserk, actually, I think is the kind of
that was not the word I was wanting to hear.
No, I was hoping damaged.
Well, he is looking damaged. He's not super happy about the damage, but just the fact that there's like this light, he's just flipping out. Like,
come on and get me, you bastard!
Oh, there is specific rules regarding light spells in this creature. Okay, okay, yeah. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
With my move action, I'm gonna try and heft the coffin.
Are you gonna? So how is your move action like moving this thing?
So pretty much trying to heft it forward.
Just because like with one hand casting a spell, the other one just kind of pulling it. It's not like.
I think lingering performance is still in effect, but by the time it reaches my next turn, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Because it's 2 rounds.
Because it's kind of on Amanda's back at this point, so if you're just going to try to push it along, well, because she's hefting it so well.
Yeah.
Like roll the dice. This isn't going to like physically move at any squares, but it's just going to help in future things, because strictly speaking, like lifting up and shoving it is like a standard action, but if you like just using some of your movements to hasten it along.
Oh god damn it, Thyra.
Oh, is that a critical fail?
Yes.
Okay, as it kind of just slips and just kind of just crashes and wedges in pit part of the water.
Damn it.
In addition, Thyra, you also notice, like, because you're standing right in between 2 of these statues, aren't you? Do you want to roll me a perception check?
Oh, great.
Well, now I'm going to be eaten by statues. This is not how I wanted. Oh, never mind. I'm fine.
Well, you didn't notice, and part of the reason why it made you drop it is that one of the hands of these things definitely moved out and kind of shoved you as you were attempting to move it. And their arms are kind of, they're not actively attacking you, but they're kind of like moving to impede you. Okay.
Okay.
That is Thyra, and now it is Apollyon.
Amusingly, that was my weaker light-based spell.
So Amanda is still carrying the coffin.
Yep.
Gilhelm,
well, it's kind of been knocked down a little bit, so she's going to need to make.
I'm going to send Ryan out of Amanda, straight at Gorphilip.
Okay.
If I could.
Can you move that far? It's water as well, so you're moving slightly slower through it.
He's flying. Ryan is a flying creature.
Oh, Ryan is a flying creature. Do you want Ryan back then?
I would like to, yes.
Okay. He is. Fire the Ryan.
All right, here he goes. So he's just gonna go. Can I wait? Because his movement is 50 feet flying.
Yeah.
So.
He's not an intimidating sight, is he?
Not really.
He's literally the size of someone's hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get over him. I'd recommend not ending up in a space that's threatened, but yeah.
Which are the threatened spaces?
Anything that's kind of next to it. So where do you want to get that's not directly next to where Gorphilip is where you want to go, really.
All right.
Or you can go next to him if you want. Are you going to attack him?
Yeah.
In which case you do need to be next to him then, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to move here, if that's good.
Yep, and there's no attack of opportunity here because it can fly over the top of it because there's enough space.
1d20 plus... Wait, the homunculus, that's 1, I think. 9, that misses, I assume.
Well, in its berserk state, it's actually not looking to protect itself at all very much.
Ooh.
So,
and it was dazzled. Doesn't that affect something?
Yes, but not this.
That makes
sorry.
it harder for Gore Philip to hit.
Okay.
At the negative
Um,
one hit.
No, it's, that still misses. Even if even in its kind
Yeah.
of berserking state, it's not enough to.
Great. Alright, then I'm gonna move Gilhelm. And he is going to...
He can fly as well, can't he?
Yeah, actually, he can
Sort of.
fly.
Not very far.
No. So I'm gonna move him over here, if I can. That's 20 feet. Can I do that?
You can.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna have him attack as well.
Okay.
So, fire the... I really need to buy javelin bolts for the bloody crossbow on this back.
Doesn't
You do.
someone have to manually fire those things anyway?
Yeah. Alright, attack roll. Actually, is that a flank? Does that count
yeah.
as a flank?
That
Alright,
counts as a flank.
alright, alright.
As it's
22.
Hits.
Alright.
Hits.
Nice.
No, not so damage roll. Wow.
Um,
Better than
Fucking
nothing.
fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, and then I am going to cast spell. Let's see. Because my mage armor, by the way, is still active because it
Yep.
takes an hour to dissipate. So
makes
that
sense.
would. Okay, so I am gonna move to here. Which-
A brave choice. All right.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I think the only way to deal with this is to kill it as fast as possible.
I think you might be right there.
Darkest Dungeon has taught me that often the best defense
That
is a good offense.
That's my Skyrim tactic.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the old acid touch, so corrosive touch.
All right. You're gonna need a concentration check because.
Will do.
Yep.
Looking for it right now. 18.
Yep.
Alright, so that's corrosive touch, so that's slash roll 5. Oh wait, yeah, it's a touch attack, so I need to roll that first, I guess.
Yep.
So that's just the base attack bonus, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Alright, so that is basic attack is 3, so that's...
How long do your
Slash
claws
roll.
last, by the way?
I'm sorry?
How long do your claws last?
Let me just check that. Necrotic claws. And I'm gonna use my golden dice
Okay.
to power up this attack. So this, yeah, it's 1 round per level, so that's 5 rounds, so that would have dissipated.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Right, so instead of +3, that's gonna be +8 then. And here we go. 20.
Hits.
Alright. Slash roll 5d4. And slash
Nice.
roll 1d6. Alright, so 18 damage. Acid.
Okay. Sure.
There we go.
It's actually looking pretty. Yeah, these gobbets of like acidy flesh just kind of like fall down and just like.
Alright, yeah.
It's all
I
a bit
do
grit.
this on the side of the thing, by the way, because I am definitely planning to behead it when it's dead and mount its head in the monastery.
Are you?
Okay.
Never mind.
I'll do it in my own room, don't worry.
Okay, so just these this acidic kind of just like gouges just clawed out of the side of it.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Tong and Heya. Heya is just kind of is going to make a strength check just to try and push up. Oh, that's quite good. She's able to just kind of fix the kind of reaction that Thyroid caused by pulling it down.
Yeah.
So she's able to like put it back up more on Amanda's shoulders there a bit more. And
My
Tong,
bad.
Tong, remind me what weapons Tong has.
I don't suppose he knows any healing spells, does he?
None, to be fair. they don't really carry weapons.
He has
at
a
the moment.
walking cane.
Yeah, he
Hit
has
him
the
with the
cane. He
cane.
has the cane.
I think he's actually sitting on a table with a bunch of stuff on it, and he notices that there's a few like flasks, like with some kind of weird liquid on it. He picks up one of those and just throws it. Actually, just smashes on and does like a small amount of damage onto Gore Phillips' like head, just for like a little bit of a little bit of damage as he just picks up. Like,
That sounded like a D4.
That's a remarkably good ear you have there.
Well, it didn't sound as heavy as any of the others.
Yeah. So basically, and there's this kind of like liquid just seeping into its wounds. Okay. Next up, we're back around to the top where, it would be Glanvar. Just coming through the top of the roof, you can kind of hear this like yeah, where this kind of floating skull that you saw before is like
this
now.
guy
I
again.
say, it could have been Apollyon for all we knew. Or Skeletor.
Yep, and the kind of the grave risen just kind of like claws down as well, and just kind of just drops down here. What are you doing? You'll die down here. You'll all die down here.
Apollyon is gonna shout, "Will you fuck off?" in Necryl.
Well,
Is this because you have no body to hang out with? Fuck you.
Everyone groans in the middle of the fight.
Gore Philip groans.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not very low on their initiative, but that's fair enough. Okay, now we're back round to the top. So Glanvar, it's you.
I'm gonna launch another arrow and go for it.
Okay.
This is no bonus this time, right? Right?
Sorry, you cut out slightly there. What did you say?
This isn't a bonus one. This is just there's no bonuses on this anymore.
Egg, when does your song...
Well, it was inspired competence anyway, not courage, so
oh, okay. No,
doesn't affect attacks. Nice.
Yep, that hits. So that's
Nice.
7 damage. It's just kind of like it's like it's shrugging off, a lot of the damage that's going on. Like it doesn't really care about the fact that there's these kind of gouges going out of it, as it just like looks down, just fully enraged. As it can kind of tell where this light beam came from, just kind of charges forward. Can Apollyon and Glanvar roll a reflex save for me, please?
Very well.
Glanvar?
Sorry, Apollyon and Gilhelm.
That was
Yeah.
very confusing.
Yeah, sorry.
So, reflex, pure goes 7. That's pretty shitty. Gilhelm, I don't even know what the hell he is.
Just roll a d20 for him, I think.
I'll just
Yeah,
roll a
he's
bloody
not dexterous.
No.
He's not a dexterous boy as our Gilhelm.
Well, he's more dexterous than me.
Oh, he
bloody
is.
hell.
So, like Gilhelm just kind of flaps out of the way. Mon, as this pig just crushes past you, and just shoves you out of the way. Can you take 4 points of like crushing damage as you're just moved out the way?
That could have ended worse, so I'm pretty happy
This
with
kind
that.
of like iron thing is just bashed out of the way as well as Gore Philip
Oh.
just dives in towards you and just attempts to gore you, Thyra. Okay.
Shit.
Does something over 20 is going to hit you, isn't it?
Yeah. Damn it.
Just as it looks really super pissed, like super pissed. Can you take 15 points of damage for me as it just kind of bashes into you?
Ow. Fuck. Yep. Taken.
Okay. As you're kind of knocked backwards into the kind of the iron statue behind you, it starts trying to put its arm around you and hold you in place. Okay, Dave.
Do I
Dave,
do like a reflex save to dodge that, or?
we'll come to that when it's your turn when you need to
Okay.
move away. Like it's attempting to kind of encircle you. And, like it's more for the creepiness. Like you can feel like just slow,
okay.
and there might be some issues when you. Also, can you roll an attack of opportunity from Ryan? I think.
Yeah, I will.
Just because it was because Gilhelm and you didn't get them because you were kind of having to dodge out the way.
14.
But, just doesn't hit.
Bloody. So alright, AC 15 probably. Just,
yep, AC 15
whilst
whilst it's in its rage.
So annoyed that something that's like 8 times the size of me still has a better AC than me.
As it's kind of charged into Thyra, it's now started like panting, like it's almost like the fugue state is it's starting to wear off slightly. Dave, you're up.
Crap. What can I do?
Honestly, we should throw all attacks that we have at it. While
Honestly,
it's still
some
in rage.
healing would be nice.
Because,
Well, I can't reach you, so too bad.
Because
Well,
right now its AC is low, so we should take advantage of that.
I
First
can
of
hit it
all,
with another light attack, but
I want
need
to-
be a
I'm not sure whether that's a good idea, but
It's looking pretty gnarly. I'll let you know that much. It's like it's got Apollyon basically fucked its shit up on the side.
yeah.
Can I take my turn now?
You can, yes.
Elemental to carry the coffin.
Okay, strength check.
That's strength. I did look up the strength of an earth elemental. I looked it up. Strength is 16. Is that +2 or 3?
Oh, that's a
plus 3, yeah.
3, I think. yeah.
Okay, do your thing, buddy. Chose you for a reason. 1d20
Why is he a
plus.
cow?
Because that's just
Christ.
the way.
Why? Every time I summon creatures.
Did you know,
every
by the way,
time.
that
It probably still helps Amanda.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things with the elemental, like it's as the kind of the statues around it are just kind of like grabbing its arms. It's just impeding it from doing very much. It's almost like they're slowly just getting in the way. Just this last gasp attempt to try and stop you from getting this thing out.
Yeah, Amanda is tanking this coffin, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Definitely my most useful summon yet.
In terms,
Oh,
in
don't say that while they're around.
so Dave, yes, it is. That's you doing the elemental. What
That's
else?
the elemental. And I now will. Which looks more fragile out of the boar, the skull, and the zombie?
The zombie and the boar have had the crap kicked out of it. The skull is mostly just.
I can't imagine skull's got that many hit points.
Yeah, it's also not going to be much of a bother either, I would think.
No, I will look at the boar and ear-piercing scream at it.
Okay.
I've got so many level 1 spells I've not even used today, so I might as well use them up. The concentration?
Yeah. Yes, because there's a couple of undead creatures that have just come through the ceiling.
True. I do get bonuses against fear. This is still a bit nerve-wracking.
Yep,
that's fine. That is a 3d6.
Okay.
Get him. Get him.
Oh, I need to do the save to half the damage and not get whatever the thing is.
So what kind of save is it? I think I failed it anyway. I rolled a 3, so okay. So
well,
yeah.
that's gonna fail anyway.
Yeah,
So
but roll it
take.
out.
Oh, that was bad. Take 6 points of damage, but it's also dazed for a round, so it's not going to do anything next turn.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, it's just kind of
that is what
reeling
we
out.
need.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. Also, at this point, can you give me a perception check, Dave?
Okay. Spend all my time scrolling between.
How are you doing for time, by the way, Mon? I know you usually have to.
It would suck so much if
yeah.
I leave this fight.
It, like, yeah.
I mean, if you
try
actually
and
can't-
try and wrap up.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd say,
6.
as soon
Okay.
as possible.
It would really suck to leave this fight because we
I
can't
know,
do any
but
more until
I
next year.
really have no negotiating power in this. So
Okay. So what happens here is the treant actually just kind of is moving away from you. Actually, it's kind of it's noticing like some of this problems that are happening, and just kind of like dips into the water and just kind of like goes to where some of these like iron creatures are, and just kind of like just sits and just starts concentrating really hard.
Okay.
As it's gone into the water. Okay. Anything else happening on your turn, Dave?
No.
Thyra at this point.
Okay, come on, Thyra. Mum spaghetti. Shit, that's probably not good enough, is it?
What are you trying to do?
Spaghetti was
Cast a
undercooked.
spell.
Yeah.
Cast a spell. Yeah, that's fine for the time being because it's dazed, and so it's not actually threatening you.
Nice. Okay. How do I
Might
do
not
just
have
a
been
melee? How do I do just a melee touch attack?
Just your base attack bonus and your strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Touch attack is just base attack bonus, I think.
Well, and its strength as well, if you have strength modifier, because it's that's usually what it is.
Oh,
Sorry,
alright,
did you?
alright.
Sorry, I assumed Napoleon's strength was 0. Is it?
It's
What's
minus
his
1
touch
actually,
AC?
so...
Oh, okay. Don't worry about that.
What's his touch AC?
His touch AC is 9. So yes,
Yes.
because it's fucking
Okay.
massive.
Is he undead?
Kind of. What's the thing?
Does he count as undead?
So, yeah. If I'm trying to shoot him with a light spell, does he count as... I'm gonna send you the spell, bro.
Yeah. It's because these are kind of custom. So. Oh, searing light absolutely counts as
Nice. Okay, so would that... Is he vulnerable to bright light?
It's D6s.
Okay, D6s, right, okay. Come on, Thyra.
Okay, just as this thing kind of just crushes you into the back
damn.
there. How do you want to do this?
I aim right towards its eye and go, I really hope Thor's got a special place saved for you, bastard. And just right through the skull.
Okay, yeah, just like disintegrates it.
Bloody hell. Well, there goes my trophy. Oh well.
Ow,
I can-
I think I crushed a rib. And I just like fall off the wall, like rolling, clutching my chest.
Okay, that is Thyra's and Apollon, you're up.
Yeah. Okay, so as I'm quite pissed that I don't have a boar trophy, the Grave Risen is gonna have to do.
Yeah.
So I am gonna move to here. Wait, no, from here to here.
If you went from there, the skull would get a attack of opportunity on you.
Fine. Just let it have it.
There's a skull.
It bites you. Like it.
What's the attack on it?
The attack to hit is a 22,
Alright. Pretty good
and
skull.
it just kind of nips at you and deals you 1 damage. But can you roll a Fortitude save for me?
Oh great, it's a fucking poisonous skull. There, you bastard. 13.
That's that seems. Well, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Alright,
okay.
so that failed. Alright.
It didn't actually. I'm just messing with you, but
Oh,
it's
wow.
bloody close.
Thanks. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say to wait. Let me just check how many spells I have left. First level. Alright, yeah, I've got some left. So I'm gonna say to the Grave Risen, hey buddy, and I'm gonna cast Acidic Touch again.
Okay.
So concentration, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Bam!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so slash roll. Does that like crit my spell? Does that give it extra damage?
We'll see what happens.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
Alright, so I need to roll my touch first.
Yep.
1d20.
Whoa.
So I need to count the thing into it, right? The -1 strength, so it's +2. And I'm gonna add my other golden dice into it.
Okay.
So that's going to be +7. That's 16 on touch AC.
It's
Alright. Here comes the death train. 9
Pain train.
plus, yeah, the pain train. /roll 1d6. So that's 12 damage.
yeah. As you kind of just, I'm going to give you an extra bonus 1 damage to that because of the concentration. And
Wow, 1 damage.
well, that's
Fucking
enough
great,
to kill it.
Great. Oh
So-
yeah, nice.
so,
Alright,
so
so-
yeah, as you kind of, yeah, how does this go down?
Yeah, so as like the acid drips from my hands, I say, "Hey, buddy," and as he turns around, I just smash my 2 hands through his rib cage, and sort of swing outwards with the acid, so it just pretty much melts him in 2.
Okay, yeah. The skull's just kind of looking around, going. Meh, meh. Okay. Do you want to make a
that Shane?
take that sheet? Do you want to make a strength check for Amanda at this point as well?
Will do. I do have to scoot though.
Okay.
As in,
Basically, what I was just if you can just quickly make the roll.
Yep. +2. There you go. 7.
Okay. So yeah. I think we're kind of at the point here where this is. Just because this is going to be the last session for a while, I'm just going to roll for some of the... Yeah, okay. So Heya Heya just got a natural 20. So she, as Amanda is slipping, she just kind of gets it under and just kind of hoofs it out into the kind of the main area, and the lid just kind of like tips open as you're standing there. The creatures that are around you, the kind of statues, are all kind of trying to dig their fingers, their metallic fingers into your flesh, but all of a sudden they kind of stop. As you look down, you can see that the treant is actually, as he's concentrating, and like glowing slightly. It's almost, those of you who've got detect magic, it's almost like he's siphoning the energy into himself.
Ooh. All right.
And that's kind of like holding back these guys a little bit, allowing you to push this thing through. As the kind of the iron casket kind of just tips open, you can see a corpse inside of like a withered old hag type creature.
All right. Apollon's gonna point at it, like covered in the blood of the grave risen, and say, "I suggest we set fire to that."
Okay, way ahead of you. As like, does anyone else have any plans here, or?
No.
That works for me.
No, as the alchemist, as Tong is kind of like there, he's got all these kind of bits there on the alchemist thing. He kind of tosses a flask of oil to you, Apollyon, and pours another one on himself. As the kind of skull is flitting around you, trying to nip at you. As you pour this thing on, does anyone have a light ability to light?
Yeah, I have spark, and that's
Okay.
a 0 level spell, so I can cast that as many times as I want. Anyway.
As you do so, the corpse just starts burning, and the skull that's kind of going yeah just starts screaming yeah, and kind of flitting around in the air before just kind of falling down as the kind of flames lick up from this like iron coffin.
Nice.
Rahl, who had been kind of rolling around in the bed, feeling it's like his face almost looking like it would turn into like one of these other creatures, just all of a sudden just lifts up into the air and just falls back down and just looking much better. Those of you who can just detect that there's a much more kind of like serene thing around the place. There's a little bit of denouement of like following this up, but for all intents and purposes, that is the fight complete.
All right, I am going to, because I do want that trophy, I'm gonna have Gilhelm come over, and in order to take the head from this dead body, I'm gonna have Gilhelm use the bear trap to of the
Do you
hag?
really want a bit of like, some possessed hag in your bedroom?
It's kind of destroying the corpse kind of nature here. So there's the skull of the skeleton that's still around.
So the grave risen is sort of dissipated then.
The grave risen is sort of. Oh, so sorry. Which person were you trying to get the trophy
The
from?
grave risen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can kind of get that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm taking his head. I'm sort of tying it to my belt.
Wow. Cool.
I'm still like covered in blood, so Paulion's looking pretty metal.
Okay. Right. In terms of XP, let me work that out for you. Do you want me to put that in the chat actually if you've got a head
yeah,
on?
because I have to head on. So
Okay.
Also, we need XPs.
yeah, so yeah, XP is gonna be handled in the chat, but I have to close the
chat.
stream now too. So say goodbye,
Bye, guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.